Ready?
Yep.
Call the meeting to order. We'll start with the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Connor,
Here.
Gary,
Here.
Reed,
Here.
Mayor Beeline.
Here. Are there any changes to the agenda?
I don't have any.
This section is for public comment. If you have anything for council, please come forward, and you have a 3-minute time limit. All right, seeing none, we'll move to new business. Item 1, ordinance 2024-11, amending the authorization of the vacation of a public city right-of-way for a portion of a north-south alley west of 1414 Walnut Street at Bazore Street and North First Street, Streator, Illinois, LaSalle, and Livingston counties. Can I get a motion and second?
So moved. Second.
Okay, we go into discussion.
As for background, this is a deja vu. So you guys vacated this alley in 2023. There's a sale for property going on adjacent to the alley, and the lawyer for the purchaser didn't like the legal description that we've used forever, and even talking to the county recorder, it's always been done that way. But from now on, the county recorder would like every property that abuts the alley to be listed on the vacation ordinance. So you have an amended version, it's the same alley that was vacated in 2023, and in the future, all vacation ordinances will list every lot that touches the alley. So,
It's not that big a deal, is it?
no.
A couple extra words in the write-up.
Yeah, so it's, nothing, just.
We noticed everyone up when we.
Yeah, so yeah, everything was
everyone
going
knows
correctly, it
about
was just,
it. It's just-
the recorders agreed with this, with the attorney, and would like now every property to be listed on the vacation ordinance. So,
Okay, any other comments or discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Connor,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Mayor Beeline.
Aye. Item 2, resolution 2024-21, authorizing approval of a proposal for the purchase of an additional K-9 unit for the Streator Police Department. Can I get a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Moose with the motion and Tim with the second.
Our department's looking for a second K-9. Currently, we have one. With us being on 12-hour shifts, we have coverage half the year, 6 months out of the year. We feel we're getting a lot of good work out of the dogs, especially with some of the drug work we've been doing direct lately. We feel we can only multiply that with a second dog to where we get 20 coverage for 12 months out of the year. If this is chosen, another positive is we're able to take one of our line cars that was, I don't want to say near the end of its life, but a little bit older. We can move that to a K-9 unit where it's not used 24/7, 7 days a week. And from what we've done in the past, it usually extends the life of the squad by 4 years. We've spoke to several different vendors. I relied heavily on my Sergeant Aaron Smith, who's our current K-9 operator, to help guide us through the process of looking for another K-9. We felt the best option was North Iowa K-9. That's currently who we have. We purchased our current K-9 hunter through. We've come up with a quote for $14,500. That includes training for the officer that will be chosen after it's submitted to the union for bid.
And this was in our budget for
Yes, this is something I
this year.
budgeted, we budgeted for through our direct fund.
Any comments or questions?
No. What's the life expectancy of a K-9?
We get about 9 years. About 9 years of usage out of it. Hunter right now is 5, so we figure probably 3.5 to 4 more years with him. So having an
That's a
offset.
nice mix too.
Yes.
And then, the only other thing I have is German Shepherds are good dogs for this, but sometimes they're in that hip
Hip
displacement
displacement.
stuff.
Yes.
These come from this place to
Yes, they're vetted.
I know, we used to get them from Ohio, and I think that's where we had problems.
Yes, yeah, we've had good results out of Iowa.
Okay.
Any other comments or questions?
Nope.
Thank you. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Connor,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Mayor Beat.
Aye. Item 3, Resolution 2024-22, authorizing actions needed and execution of documents to secure the grant from the U.S. Department of Commerce Economic Development Administration for incubator improvements. Get a motion and second.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Dave Reed with the motion and Moose with the second.
Well, we're getting closer. There was probably a 1 to 2 month delay due to some misunderstandings between the EDA and the city. In part, the EDA asked us to approve a mortgage document, and our attorney said that we do not have the authority under state law to do that, and so there had to be a workaround developed, and so that has now been approved, and it's ready for council approval tonight. After this, then I think we're going to be authorized to start the project, to offer bid and so forth.
This has been, when, I don't know,
Going
when we
on for
received this,
years.
it's been a couple years, I think,
Well,
that we received this. Yeah.
Well, at least 2 years. The actual grant stems from earlier work in previous grants. We commissioned a study with the University of Illinois to develop a plan for the business incubator, and what we are now pursuing is
This
that
is
plan.
probably 5 years
Yeah.
of work to see this.
Couple of years,
Yeah.
at least.
Any questions or anything on this grant?
Nope.
Okay, clerk, call the roll, please.
Connor,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Mayor Beat.
Aye. Item 4, consent agenda. Need a motion and second to approve the consent agenda with a fund warrant total of $372,499.98.
So moved. Second.
I think I heard Moose first. Tim with the motion and Moose with the second. Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Connor,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Mayor Beat.
Aye. Item 5 is a discussion item, legal notice of surplus property. And so we'll kick off with,
The notice, I believe, was in tonight's
was it in
paper.
tonight?
Today's paper.
It sure was.
So it will run for the next 3 weeks. People need to submit sealed bids. They should not talk to any council members about it. They should submit a sealed bid, deliver that bid to City Hall. Mr. Palm is collecting all of those bids, and they will be open at our June 5th council meeting, okay? So sealed bids, marking sealed bid and the property that they're bidding on.
Okay, so, yeah, legal notice is out there and hopefully we can have some bids June 5th. Any other discussion on item 5? Okay, then we'll go to item 6, city official comments. The comments from council. Anyone
I'm
else?
good.
You're good?
I'm good. I have a couple.
Okay, go ahead.
First off, I'd like to congratulate Federated Auto Parts and welcome them to downtown Streator. It's good to see an empty building be filled again. And I'd like to remind people that Sunday, May 5th, we're going to have our first community days in the city park. That's being organized by the people who organized a walking group, and they've invited a lot of different businesses and organizations to set up informational tables in the park, let people know what the different clubs and organizations do and how people can get involved with them. So I think that's a great positive, and I hope people show up on Sunday and participate in that. That's all I have.
I have a few things shared on the chamber site. Dave Hyman and I were able to go to Alloy Specialties for their chamber member of the month. So the good news is when Flink left, the building's been purchased and is working towards opening a second location here in Streator. So, you know, we're sad to lose one, but it's good to have someone else fill that spot and bring some manufacturing jobs back into Streator. We've had some, I think, a growing number of noise ordinance complaints. So just council be aware, we're probably going to be looking at that soon and what we can do as far as adjusting or modifying that. I did, at a couple meetings ago, request your permission to send a letter to our representatives regarding the nuisance housing bills that are currently on the floor. That's been sent, but anyone is still welcome to file a witness slip against or for, whatever your opinion is. So that's available to do so through the Illinois state's website. I would like to thank staff for their work on securing round 2 of the housing rehab grant, and NCICG for their work as well. They were able to secure that for, I think, 3 or 4 of their communities. We will not be accepting applications now, and I know as soon as that was in the release, people were calling asking when they can apply. There's some work to do on our end and the grant side, paperwork and different filings. So when we're able to accept applications, we will, again, have a press release, put it on Facebook, and let people know that that's going to be open to them. But that will be anyone within city limits. There's income level requirements as well as owner occupied to receive up to $60,000 to make repairs to make their home safer and more livable. We did get a donation, and I wanted just to publicly recognize Cinda Bond for her donation to the city. She purchased a handicap picnic table for the city park near the splash pad, and it arrived this week. So we're always appreciative of when citizens want to donate and do something to contribute to our city and make it nicer and provide that for us. So thank you very much to her. And if anyone else would like to, we have picnic tables and benches and all sorts of things. I'm sure we could get a list, but that is appreciated. It is starting to be festival season, so you mentioned Community Day, but we'll have May 18th, the Food Truck Festival. Over 20 trucks will be in Streator for that. 2 bands on the pavilion, and a bunch of artisan vendors. May 19th, that week, kicks off the first play of the season at Ingle Lane Theater, and they're going to be doing Grumpy Old Men, which will be, I need to find a babysitter and go. And then the next week after that, May 24th through 26th, Park Fest is again, we'll be back, and then May 27th is our Memorial Day 5K. So just to thank you again for all the volunteers that put their time in to put these events together. The final comment I guess I have was, I just wanted to mention the Tour of Honor and what that's going to be going, or that's kicked off. Every year there's a group that's called Tour of Honor. Their website is tourofhonor.org. It's a group of motorcyclists. They register and go to different sites and raise money for, this year there's 3 different veterans foundations or organizations that will be receiving money. Every site that these cyclists go to, they take a picture, a selfie, prove that they were there, they get points for it. Whoever gets the most points win. This year they're, one of the sites, there's 7 in Illinois, one of their sites is the Canteen Memorial. With that, we will be having, the banner is just arrived, I've ordered it, the banner's going up just to welcome the motorcyclists to Streator. Our tourism group and volunteers have put together a pamphlet of different veterans sites that might be of interest to them in Streator, from the American Legion to the war memorials to the different murals, the Dew Line mural, the Howe mural, and Riverview Cemetery. So there's a list of those. And there's also a website welcoming them on streatorpublicart.com/tour of honor, with a map and those locations and more information on that, as well as the canteen. The canteen, while we mentioned that, it's not looking its best, and we're aware of that. And I just wanted to, again, there's been some work on trying to catalog, get a list of all the bricks, who's paid for them, where they are, what the status is, if any are missing or crumbled. And so we're working with a donor and some sign companies to look and see what can be done to repair the site. More to come on that one, but it's a good thing, but it's also highlighting something that needs a little bit of work. So hopefully we'll get some movement and be able to make some needed repairs to that memorial in the near future. But that is on the list of things that's coming up. So I think I got everything on the list. Any other city official comments? I know I had a lot. Okay, I will request a motion and second to adjourn to closed session for the purpose of discussion of legal matters under 5 ILCS 120/2 of the Illinois statutes to discuss personnel issues.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, Dave Reed with the motion and Tim with the second. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Connor,
Aye.
Gary,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Mayor Peta.
Aye.